cold open ever. I don't know if I can do that cold open. That's a lot. That was a lot. Okay.
Why is Jay so angry?
When do we just start one of these both wearing Chewbacca masks and we just do a full Step Brothers thing? And we're just, it's okay that mine's not movie quality. Like we just do like a full, like we should just start wearing the different t-shirts from Step Brothers because they're incredible. No, it's all different like 80s, like spring break t-shirts. Yep. I'm pretty sure they're wearing the entire time. Hey everybody, welcome to Film the Table. This is our final episode for the first of these we've ever done.
I could kill you while you're sleeping and no one would ever know.
I'm not doing the drum scene.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna do that to your drum kit. I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna walk into your drum kit. This is the beat laboratory in here. And no, actually, despite all of the riffing we're doing right now, we're not doing a Step Brothers game. This is Act 3 of Last Voyage of the Exeter, which is a Film to Table supplement aping 30 Days of Night, Last Voyage of the Demeter, and other great horror movies, mashed up with Rangers of Shadowdeep. And when you met our Rangers, we were deep in the burning ship, the Exeter. We discovered the nature of the monster that's been hunting us all through the streets and that has basically infected the town of Melifair.
Escaped. I think we only left half a toe behind.
You've lost a whole toe now.
Yeah, well, in different places.
Half of the remaining
That's the breadcrumbs, right? Like, so if I need to find my way back to the start,
just gonna follow Lois toes. There's just a lot of Lois toes everywhere. Yeah, we're being hunted by the Quentin Tarantino vampire from Dusk Till Dawn. Apparently, that's what he looks like when he's in human form. They look like Frankenstein. He was like,
well, let's be honest. He looked like Quentin Tarantino.
He did look like Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, just with a lot of exaggerated putty on his face. I like that.
Are we talking about Quentin Tarantino from Dusk Till Dawn? Or are we talking about Quentin Tarantino from what was the thing that was with Death Proof?
Death Proof, yeah, that one too. Yeah. Tom Savini's in From Dusk Till Dawn though, so I picked that one. Yeah, because he's Sex Machine.
That's a higher quality choice.
That's another movie.
That's the best belt buckle.
That's another movie where you're like, how did they make this?
I need that belt buckle.
That's when we do From Film to Table, From Dusk Till Dawn. That's a massive that has to happen.
It's a choice.
Do some Robert Rodriguez movies. Yeah, has some Harvey Keitel preacher driving a. He's driving his Winnebago with Juliette Lewis. It's such a weird movie. Anyway, we have basically
what are we doing here?
We've left the burning ship, the Exeter, having scuttled it to try and destroy all of the native soil that this Dhampir,
experimental Earth, I believe.
Yeah, the Dhampir brought with it and was being smuggled. It was being smuggled into Allador, and we've stopped that from happening. But we realized some of it's missing. And the lighthouse of Melifair is once again lit up with green fire. And so we go to investigate. We have to discover the nature of where this monster's gone to ground, literally, destroy its remaining supply of native soil, and hopefully cure the thralled residents of Melifair and save the village.
I can't remember. Is one of your guys a thrall now?
No, we all passed our test.
Passed the test. Okay.
We all passed our test, but we all got. You and I both got damn.
Oh, I knew I got bit. I just couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if your guy got.
Yeah, Lois got bit, and so did Sparrow. Luckily, I didn't get bit. Bryce Vane didn't get bit because he just died to fire. He just got really singed. Oh no, my one weakness. Farthing's worth. Help me. It's fire. So we'll show you the mission. We'll show you the table, and we'll get this underway. All right, well, here is the Rangers arriving on the dock at the lighthouse at Melifair. Left to right from my group here, we've got Farthingsworth, which is my man-at-arms. We have Sparrow, my rogue, and then Bryce Vane himself, who's managed to survive the encounter despite being a little bit singed. And then you have your intrepid ranger and his companions.
Yeah, so we've got Jimmy with the bow, who has been really good at keeping himself alive. Hasn't really done very much, but he's good at staying awake.
He's not dead.
Staying on his feet.
Yeah.
Then we got Kent Clarkson, my brick, my ranger in the center.
Just going face first through every problem.
Walking in a straight line so he gets to where he's going.
That's right, just never slowing down. Whistle while he goes.
And then Lois, who is getting slower and slower as the campaign progresses.
She's had a bad time with this foot-obsessed vampire. It's definitely not done well for her as she makes the same on-camera entry roll over and over again. So let's talk about the mission. Having sunk the Exeter with the remaining crates of native soil, you pray the creature you are hunting has no further refuge. As you pile back into the dockmaster's boat, you see dark wings backlit by the moon over the chilling waters. Strange lights dance as it heads towards the rock of the water break and the darkened tower there. Steeling yourselves, you realize that the lighthouse must be where the creature that has been terrorizing you has made its final roost. With the blaze of the ship most likely having alerted the beast to your arrival, you and your companions make haste to the rocky escarpment jutting up from the crashing waves. If the creature is able to muster its thralls to move any remaining soil inland, there's no telling how deep it might smuggle itself into your borders. This plague must be halted here so that no other settlement suffers the fate of Mellifera. Your back aches from the night's battles as you haul the oars from the longboat against the rough water, but you know that the fate of many rests on what you do in the coming hours before the sun rises. So the final encounter of the mission takes place on a rocky escarpment on the coast of Mellifera. The darkened lighthouse is the roost of the monster, takes up the northwest edge of the Rangers, and their companions arrive to the southeast here at the docks. As you can see, of course, the water's out. The board setup for this is 22 by 30. It should be set up roughly as per the map. The Rangers and their companions are placed within 5 of the southeast corner, deploy the watchtower in the northwest, and a cart and thralls as shown on the map. So 3 thralls in the middle of the table, and the lighthouse up here. Where this beautiful lighthouse model came from, this tower is by Adam at Greenleaf Terrain. He brought that, and he brought Bryce Vane's Roost as a sort of like studio wedding present when the place got renovated, and we're going to use it in this game. The rules driven wild by the Rangers, destroying nearly all of its roosting soil. The Dhampir is swollen with rage and madness and taken on a more bestial form. So you can see here, there's a big old, the Wampir now. The now Wampir can be seen lifting off from the top of the lighthouse and circling as the Rangers arrive on their boat. Its form is immense against the light of the moon. It begins to screech warnings to the host of thralls in the town. You can see the lights in the water. As more small craft head towards the lighthouse, unless you threaten the final cart of soil enough to force it to land, it will simply continue to summon minions to see you off. The Rangers must quickly dispatch the 3 thralls here guarding the soil, with reinforcements drawing ever closer. Roll a d20 at the start of every event phase, adding the turn number. Once the 3 thralls guarding the cart are dispatched, the Wampir itself will be desperate to intervene. Place it in the center of the random table edge as it lands immediately upon the death of the last thrall. It will then act as normal in the creature phase if able to do so, with the cart being the point of interest. Any reinforcement thralls will also be deployed randomly around the table. As we roll clockwise, basically a 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, and 16 or higher. So we don't begin rolling on the event table until the last thrall here in the center of the table is slain, and any unengaged ranger or companion may upend the cart and scatter the remaining native soil by expending a non-movement action and making a strength test at TN 4. I think we have a guy for that.
We have a guy for that.
We have a guy for that, yeah, a red and blue guy for that. Each subsequent ranger or companion to perform this action gets a +2 bonus. It's not cumulative. If they perform it during the same turn, they gain plus 40 XP if it's destroyed. It ends when the cart's been destroyed and all surviving rangers and companions have returned to the boats. The Wampir, with nowhere to rest at sunrise, begins to burn. Its unholy screams are joined by those of the thralls, their blood boiling as their master dies, and the rangers and companions waste no time in pulling as far from the bedeviled lighthouse as they can. It's off table, and he will arrive after we dispatch the thralls. We arrive within 5 on the docks. And friends, arriving here on the docks, we enter into the first ranger phase, and I'm going to start by moving. So I'm going to group activate with the man, the legend, that is Farthingsworth, and we will just jump down the docks here. So 3 again to jump down, and an inch is 7. And then, as is tradition, I'm going to throw a bat-shaped branded knife into one of these thralls. We'll have Farthingsworth move as well. He'll go 3 and then 2 as we group activate. So group activating, we now have a shot to take. That thrall has, I believe, a fight of 1, but I moved for +2. And I have a shoot of +2. So we're tied. 3. 8. That's a 10. He is armor 10, so no damage. Action for Farthingsworth. He will move 2.5, jumping down off this. And I've cleared the route for you, big blue boy scout. It is your move to go.
All right,
Superboy.
so Kent
Yep.
is gonna run to the end, and then he will he'll group activate with Lois.
Sounds good.
And then for his second action, he will
Jump off.
and then Lois will move at a similar pace.
Slightly slower. She goes 5
he's
now.
slow because he's heavily armored.
And then she's slow because she's missing a toe.
Yes.
And then second moves. Jump down as well.
Perfect.
Well, Thrall the Thirst is going to run 6 inches towards my ranger and fight. It is, once again, fight +1. However, wearing a holy icon that I found aboard the ship, which makes a frayed guy have to make a will test. Have to roll a a d20. The holy means he has to make a will test with a TN of 10 to enter into contact with me. So because his will is +0 and he has disadvantage compared to the vampire, you get to roll 2 dice, try and beat a 10. So either one of those does not do it, and that means he stops there at the edge. The second one will try again as I hold out the thing. So the second one, does he fear me? No,
fears no man.
No. So second move though to get into contact. And then the third one will try the same thing, going 6 and then 3 to get into contact. So it'll stop an inch away, and 2 dice for a TN of 10. Pass. Oh no, these two are not afraid.
It's delicious face meat.
Well, you've left one out of contact. So I'm going to move up Sparrow, and he's going to throw a knife at this one that's not in contact to try and finish it off. +2, Sparrow's also +1. Ooh, that's a 19. Sparrow does not throw the knife properly.
And not move.
He doesn't have to move, nope.
And he's just going to shoot.
One of those flying stakes.
He is +3, I want to say.
And
Jimmy?
Jump here is +1.
No, Jimmy's only +2. Okay.
Right. +2 it is. That's an 8. The flying stakes have no effect. This is the first turn, so no event phase yet because it's just the first turn. The Wampir has not been alerted to our presence, so it's new Ranger phase. Right, so you're going to group activate, and to start with, Farthingsworth rather, is going to clamber through and get multi-engaged, but then we get to start fighting. Boss is going to fight. He's going to start with some stabs, and he's going to not use his kill stick, his quarterstaff. He's going to use his actual sword. I guess branded to also be shaped like a bat. I think it's a scimitar. And he'll attack
Is it like 2 scimitars interlaced?
It is, yeah. He's going to attack this one right here. +3.
20.
It gets a 20. That's not a 20. So 20 versus Bryce's armor of 11 is 9 points of damage. Has 9 health remaining. Great. So then Farthingsworth is going to also attack one of the 2 thralls engaging him. He is a +3 for being a man-at-arms.
+1 again.
That's a critical hit.
Okay.
So it will take a significant amount of damage. So +5 to a 23 is 28. That's 18 points of damage. With no effort, he dispatches this. Both an arrow and a branded knife stuck in it and still die. Over to you.
I will group activate Kent and Lois. So Kent is got no time for this nonsense.
Kent, rescue me. He just walks over and starts, no, I said rescue me. Don't start beating up boxes.
And then Lois.
Okay, Lois, rescue me.
So I'm just going to put her over here because she's squeezing in behind the rock.
Yep.
And then she would like to de-vampire that.
Dethrall this guy?
Dethrall that
Release them from their torment?
Yes.
All right, thrall's a +1 again. 3. Get him, Lois. 20. That's 10 points of damage. They are armor 10 with 10 hit points, and that will take it out of action.
Yeah, she also has a double-handed weapon.
One thrall, so +2 would be 12. Thrall now gets to fight. Conveniently, Bryce has less hit points left than for Farthingsworth, but he gets a bonus to his combat. He will not use his staff. He'll still use his sword. Fighting at +5 now.
There you go.
Well, I got a 10. So at least we drive him back so that Jimmy can maybe stake him. And he's out of knives now, so it looks like it's going to be down to our companions. We're going to move 3 and 3 to here. And then 3 more up to the chest to go help out with destroying the boxes. And what do you got, Jimmy?
Jimmy's going to keep standing still.
And throwing stakes.
Shoot one of those flying stakes at him.
Do it.
So this is a +2.
It has a +1. 10. Laughs and Thrall. They're seemingly impervious to our shots. All right, so the companions are done. That means we have to roll on the event phase. And you add the turn number. So roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
And add the turn.
So we just did
turn 2. This is turn 2. 4. The Wampir screeches mindlessly above the night sky, drawing the thralls towards the lighthouse. But otherwise having no effect this turn. Add +2 to next turn's roll. +5 to the next roll then. All right, so into a new turn, Ranger phase. I guess we try and beat up this last thrall. All right, Bryce, you can do this. You can do some damage this game. Right, so we have a fight of +5 against that thing's fight of +1. Let's see if we can finish it off. Nope, the answer is no. 14 to 15. I used my hand weapon again like a moron, so I'm going to take 4 more points of damage. And I have
16.
16, sorry. I'm going to take 5 more points of damage and I have 4 left. We're doing great. Well, now Farthingsworth gets to fight. I need some help. I need a secret weapon. Let's go. We're +5 again. That's a 19 to an 18. So he is armor 12, taking 7 points of damage. That'll leave him with 5. I think we're incompetent, but we're definitely not looking great here. So it's over to you.
More like uncompetent. Really.
Uncompetent. It's like undead, but for competence.
So we'll go here, and we'll start kicking things.
Start kicking boxes. Let's do it.
So,
So what's your strength?
+4.
It's TN 14, so you need a +4 to this. Go for it.
So I need a 10.
10.
Yeah.
Just immediately bulldozes his way through these coffins, kicks them all over, and Kool-Aid Man's his way out of it. Oh yeah, you're the worst. All right. So now it's over to the creatures. Who has less health? Still Bryce. Bryce is going to get attacked. He's going to switch to his quarterstaff because he doesn't want to die. He'll be +5 though because he does have the help of his friend. Oh, sweet. Nailed it. Yep. Okay. So that's a 20. I could re-roll this with my Hand of Fate, and that's the only way I'm getting out of this. Nope. So Bryce immediately goes down. 21. He takes 10 more points of damage and is knocked out. This thrall was Bane. All right. Well, I'm not going to get much help from here on out. So that is the creature phase done. Companion phase.
All right.
It's over to you.
Yep. So we will
Jump in with Lois.
Yeah, Lois will jump in there.
Okay.
Get to work.
Get to work, Lois.
So she's going to be +3.
She sure is. It wins 13. What's her armor? 11. All right. Well, she's going to take 2 points of damage.
She'll take 2 damage.
I'm a Sparrow. Going to avenge his I don't know, his guardian. Fine with the Sparrow relationship is with Bryce yet. So let's just figure out what's happening. He wins. That's going to be a total of +3. So with, no, actually it's +4. So it's +5. 14. That's 4 points of damage. Leaves it with 6 remaining. And now it is event phase. Oh, Jimmy, that's right. Oh, we can push him out of combat for you.
So he's going to, then push him out of combat, and then Jimmy will stand
Jimmy
still.
can take a shot at him.
So +2. Oh, Jimmy, why did you come today?
Just ducks right out of the way. Now it's event phase. We're at +5 now because it's
I'm doing good, Mr. Clarkson.
I can help you. He's just a fry kid from Simpsons. All right, roll me a dice and add 5 this time. Let's see what our event is.
Okay.
That's 12. Single thrall scrambles to the defense of its master. Place it in the center of a random board edge. Roll me another d20. 14, so down here. Yeah. Shore side. I don't have a ranger, so if you want to get back to the boats, you can. Just got to get the damn pier to land.
All right, well, let's come back here. And we'll just put a stop to this.
Just go cave in this guy. It's just going to make the one pier land, so you get to fight at +3. It's +1. 7. 9. You can stay in combat, though, to help with the gang up bonus.
I'm going to stay in combat.
All right. Well, the next thing now is the creature, so it's going to attack you right back.
That's fair.
And
so that's 20.
That's a 20. That's 10 points of damage, so you immediately cave its head in. The next one's coming after Sparrow and or Lois. So it moves towards Sparrow. Lois and Sparrow can both dive in with snapping to the
Lois
enemy.
has 10 health at this point, if that's anything.
Sparrow also has 10 health, so it'll be random. 10 attacks Sparrow, 11 plus it attacks Lois. It attacks Sparrow, so he'll be at a +3. That's a 16 to a 16, tie. Both sides take damage, so that's going to be 6 points for the creature, and then 6 points for Sparrow. Both have 4 remaining. But now the Dampier arrives as soon as the last thrall was slain, so roll me a d20 and see where it arrives in the creature phase.
14.
Right there.
Right there.
Vampire is now on the board because we've killed that last thrall. Also immediately move towards poor Sparrow. He'll be fine. So that's going to be +5 against a +1 for Sparrow. Oh, okay.
There you go.
No problem. Well, the Vampire is going to lose that fight and get forced back. I think it'll take some damage. He'll have 29 health left. Takes 1 damage, but more importantly is forced back by the brave Sparrow, enraged at the death of his guardian. Well, all right then. It looks like it is companion phase. So, Lois, would you like to slay this guy?
Yeah, Lois is going to get stuck in there.
Go get him,
She's
Lois.
not frightened of this thing.
Go get him, Lois. Oh, you're already in melee. You're fighting a thrall.
Oh, I'm in melee with the thrall. I'm sorry. I totally forgot about that. All right, I'll slay the thrall instead then.
All right, fair enough. +1, you have +5 right now.
Plus
That thrall
20.
is, after all, is extra dead.
I also have a double-handed weapon.
You
so
do.
let's keep
20.
doing that.
That's 13 went to its 4 damage. Farthingsworth. Sparrow's going to go in. He's going to walk into melee.
How about before you do that, why don't I do Jimmy?
Oh,
Jimmy
go for
can
Jimmy.
shoot
Oh,
him
that's
while he's not
true.
melee.
Jimmy could shoot him while he's not in melee. Jimmy's moment. This is Jimmy's moment. He's just been
plus
practicing
2?
this whole time. +2.
Hey!
17? That's a 22. Not afraid of nothing. All right, well, in comes Sparrow. You know what? Maybe we just wait and throw in. I'm actually sorry, I'm out of knives. We just go and fight. Go get him. Go get him, Sparrow. You're going to do great. 1 to
champ.
+5.
You got this, champ.
Oh!
Amazing.
Still lost. He's
well,
still
6
lost.
won't damage him at least.
No, the 6. Well, he's got a double-handed weapon, so it's an
that's
8,
8.
but it still just barely doesn't damage him. Now it's Farthingsworth's moment. It's gonna go slay this beast. Numbers, no whammy.
21.
That's 21. All right. Well, Farthingsworth also +5 right now.
Oh, look at him.
21. We
Things to
both take damage. 23 to 12 is going to be 11 points of damage on Farthingsworth, who is not injured yet. So he's got 1 health left.
Everything's fine then.
And then if that is a double-handed weapon on Farthingsworth with a 21, 23 minus 15 is 8 damage. It's down to 21. We're not winning. This thing is horrifying. Event phase. So event phase. So now we're rolling at +4 because the turn is 4 to see what the events are. Come on, sun comes up.
22.
22! The first rays of dawn appear across the island. The vampire has not already arrived, does so immediately as it tries desperately to hug the shadows. Place it in the center of the random board edge. At the beginning of each of its activations, it must make a stealth test at TN 12 or suffer D5 damage, so D20 divided by 4, as it begins to smolder and burn. Additionally, apply the effects of 17 to 20 to the vampire on all thralls for the remainder of the game. We can still roll for other events to happen, but this event continues to happen now because the sun's basically coming up. That depends on your definition of flying, but we'll see. I have 1 hit point left on one of my guys and 4 on the other.
I might survive.
You might survive. All right, get him. What are we gonna do here? Gonna go get him, Bryce?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Bryce knows no.
I'm not Bryce. I'm still standing.
Sorry, here's Kent.
Kent.
Go get him, Kent.
Come on, Kent.
He doesn't afraid of nobody. Do it. You're +7. That's a 15. That's a 7. You did some damage. Well, you did 0 damage.
No, hold on. So I'm double-handed weapon. And I'm also going to use my powerful blow to add another 3 damage to that. So
that's still not going to hit. I think. Sorry, because that's a.
So 7 is a 15. He's armor
16,
15.
17 will do 2. That's right.
And then 3 more. So he should
5.
take 5.
That's true. Yeah. So he'll go to 18 remaining from 21. 18 remaining from 21 because I can do math. 16. Just want to go in 2 because you're within 3.
Oh yeah. So she'll do her thing. So she's +3.
She's +2, 4, 6 right now. So she's +9.
So +9. So that's going to be a 23.
23 to an 18. So 23, 24, 25 for double-handed weapon. So 25 to 15 is 10 more points of damage. It has 6 left. 6 left. So now it's the start of its activation. It's going to start to burn, and then it's going to attack Farthingsworth because he has 1 health. First has to make a stealth check. It passes. Damage, and then it attacks Farthingsworth at +5 to his +9 as well.
So 18.
27. Farthingsworth's like, not today, and takes it down.
I've killed the vampire.
I've killed the vampire, sir.
Sir.
That's right. He brought his buckshot for wampirs. All right. Well, the thralls are going to keep coming though, so we got to get back to the boats as they start to disintegrate because the light's coming up, but we need to get away still. Means the remaining companions need to head towards the boats. That's going to be Sparrow going 3, 6, and then 3 more. See if any more thralls show up. End of the turn.
Jimmy hasn't gone.
Oh, Jimmy hasn't gone. You can just go next to the boat. Yeah, getting a boat. Add 5 this turn. 21. So it's just the same thing. The sun continues to rise. We just keep moving. So you get to move your 7 towards the edge.
Yeah.
Lois gets to do the same thing. And then so does Farthingsworth. And then we get in the boat with him and then roll another event for me.
So 6 now.
Yep. 17. That will be, again, the sun continues to lighten. All the thralls and the vampire are -1 combat rolls, but no more thralls arrive. Probably because they're psychically dying because we killed their master. And that means last turn we all get in the boats
there you go.
And head home. Find out what happens to Bryce. He had a bad time. So first of all, experience. We've killed the vampire and we've killed 5 thralls this game. So that's going to be a total of 85 experience points we get to learn, plus 40 for destroying this, so 125. So we're both going to level up because we're going to have 5 remaining in the bank, but I got to see if Bryce lived. So I roll a 16, full recovery, we're fine.
I was going to say, you just about Jean-Paul Valley'd there.
I almost died. To our Rangers both earn a stat increase and 10 recruitment points, and all of our followers gain a progression point. So I'm adding to my fight, as are you. We're both fight +4, although I think you earned yours and I didn't. And our companions all go up in progression, which means we both have 110 recruitment points now for further adding companions as we go home to report on this happening with the king. All right. Well, You carried the whole team.
I thought it went well. I mean, I thought it went well.
We defeated the Vampire.
Frank Miller was wrong.
Secured. Yeah. It feels like I guess bats are my kryptonite. Oh no, bats.
I wasn't ready for this.
This is my origin story, is what this is. This is actually my origin
Why are you so frightened of those bats?
And then come back looking like a bat. That's right. Bryce is going to go back to Ranger School and be like, I know now what I fear.
I think it's funny that literally all the damage in that scenario was done by the butler and the plucky reporter.
Yep, and the plucky reporter. Yeah. What did you do? I went and tipped over some dirt.
I want this box upside down.
That's right, yeah. This doesn't go here.
I'm a hero.
It's just, that's right. Both our Rangers are sociopaths, and the companion's just carrying them through the whole thing. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was super fun to do. I'm glad. I'm glad that we're like on this path now of just taking our favorite media and adapting it this way, because I feel like there's so much room for us to mine different games and make different stuff to do this with.
Absolutely.
And I have an idea for what's next. We're going to loosely base it on, I think in the beginning, especially Patreon picks, because that's the games, because this was the game and the media that we picked was both stuff that was basically kicked off.
And what's Patron's next? Is it book again?
They're doing book, yes. Book, yeah. They're doing book, and they are neck and neck between two of them. But the chances are right now it's going to be Roadside Picnic.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be some Metro 2033 stuff in our future, some Stalker-esque stuff in our future going forward.
Roadside Picnic. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it seems to be their pick. That seems to be the thing that they're most excited about. So I'm pretty pumped to see, because we have so many options for that game.
Yeah, I was going to say that I don't think we have a shortage of.
Well, and some stuff that's in the pipeline right now too that I know is coming out. Like obviously we have Zone Alpha, which is purely based on that, which we played the hell out of and I love. He's got a new game out when Nightmares Walk too. But I know that there's going to be a new edition of World's End Publishing's now, I think, collaborating with Black Sit Studio for a new edition of This Is Not a Test, which is more post-nuclear event-driven stuff. So we'll see. Anyway, big thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this series and what you think we should do next. And maybe we'll listen, and maybe we won't, and maybe we'll just decide what we want to do. But
all I learned was that I'm just a big damn hero.
You are a big damn hero, big blue Boy Scout, and I'm just gonna go paint my nails black and listen to The Cure.
You really don't like Mondays, do you?
I hate Mondays so much. My butler's gonna make it better. All right, thanks everybody.